How's it going, everybody? Doing a gum chewing impressions video here today of Alone in the Dark. This is the PS5 version. This is I had to look it up because I have no experience with the Alone in the Dark games. The first one was back on PC back in the day, right? I want to say it made its way to the PlayStation 1. It wasn't there like a second one on the PS1, and then there was one on the 360, right? And PS3, it might have been on PS2, like a really bad one. I don't know. But I was reading that this is like a remake or a reimagining of the original that has, I guess, a different story, but I guess it has elements of the original. But you have David Harbour, and Jodie Comer. I don't know if that's how you say her last name. She's playing Emily Harwood. He's playing Edward Carnby. You can use either one of them. I used her on my first playthrough. I'm obviously still in. I'm on chapter 3. I'll probably play as him as well. I don't know how many different areas I'm going to explore, or it's literally if it's just the same game. I don't know. But this game got like, it's very like people like loved it, they hated it type kind of game. Honestly, so far I'm enjoying it. I like it because it has a throwback feel, especially when you're in the house. Like, the story is you're Emily Harwood and Carnby are going to this like I guess it's like an asylum type place, but it's like a big mansion. It's got like 6 or 7 patients, but her uncle is there, Jeremy Harwood. Or no, his last name wouldn't be Harwood. Sorry. But he's her uncle, and I guess he wrote her a letter or something. He's not doing well mentally, so you go there, and he's disappeared. So you go about your business. That's when you pick a character. Well, you pick a character before you get into the house, the mansion. Goes from there, trying to find him. You get to this room, and then you go to like another, almost like a dimension. There's this talisman you find. These talismans, and you get these codes or whatever, and you have to. That brings you to a different place, right? So the first one you're in Louisiana, and then you end up in New Orleans in the one part. You're there quickly, then you come back to the mansion house, whatever. And you're doing stuff there as well. Oh, the cat's going over to going into the back closet to use the litter pan so you can hear some noise. But you do that. So you're going back and forth, kind of, right? The combat, there's some combat in the mansion, but it's because it like, you go through a door and all of a sudden you're in a different place. You're in kind of the mansion, but it's different. There's some enemies. Combat's decent. I've got a Tommy gun now. I have a shotgun, pistol. And you pick up melee weapons as well. Pickaxes, shovels, pipes, sledgehammers, debris. I think one was literally debris. Or it wasn't debris, it was something like that. I don't know. Combat's kind of fun. The enemy designs that I've seen so far are okay. They're not incredible. Like, graphically, it's not like a top-of-the-line graphically game. It's probably kind of in the middle somewhere. Character models look decent and stuff. Voice acting's good. You're finding collectibles as well. And you find the set. Like, I found the one set and I was able to get the shotgun with it. If you find, like, I found, like, another set is, like, kind of the, sorry, I'm getting louder because she's being extremely loud in there. Another set gives you, like, additional dialogue and stuff. You read the little, stuff you can read. Not dialogue, it's just, like, extra stuff to read. And I think you have to play as you have to play as both to kind of get all of these things and stuff. But I'm enjoying it. It's a throwback to me to, like, older survival horror games and stuff. There's some puzzles in there as well. You're doing puzzle type stuff. But it's been pretty fun so far. Like I said, it's a throwback. The Dark Man is like the guy who's messing with your uncle, and your uncle's made like a he has popped up, and now in the game I'm like finding out kind of who the Dark Man is. But he popped up in an area when I went to this place, and she's still going in there. This is annoying me now. Now she's out. That's the thing, I like complain, and I know sometimes you guys like, oh, don't worry about it, but like it distracts me when I hear it, and it throws me off. But there's one of the enemies. Those ones like burrow underground. You can sneak. There's like stealth stuff too. You can kind of stealth around, and you get like Molotov cocktails that are lying around and bricks that you can throw at enemies or distract them. But it's I'm having a lot of fun with it, honestly. Like, I like it because it has the old school, especially like Resident Evil and stuff. I don't know how the original Alone in the Dark was, if it was a more of a point-and-click game or if it was straight like inspired Resident Evil. I don't know, but it has that feel, right? It's the old school horror game. You're going around finding stuff. Oh, I got this key. I can go open this. Like I said, there's some puzzle action in there as well. You gotta find out some combos for locks. You gotta look at your notes a lot in this game and stuff. So sometimes you want to kind of make sure to read the whole thing, because when you pick up something, there'll be a voiceover of whoever. Sometimes it's one of the characters in the game talking out that thing, and some of them are kind of long. So you're like, oh god, I'm done. I'll read this later, and then you realize you needed something from. The melee combat's alright. Like I said, the combat's just decent. Enemy design. There was one cool thing. I don't know if I'm gonna end up fighting this thing or what, but it was huge, and that was cool. But it only busted through, and it was only in like cutscene, really. But I like that you grab a new item. Oh, I can access this area now and stuff. And it has a Resident Evil type thing where like you still know you can do stuff in a room because it's not blue, it's reddish. Like I said, I don't know if the original Alone in the Dark was doing this, so in Resident Evil it was inspired by that, or I never played the first one. Surprisingly, I never played the first one. But she's shit too, it reeks. I will probably, when I complete it, I'll probably at least go back and start his campaign. I want to see if it's any different, like if maybe I can't access certain parts of this mansion, or if I go somewhere different when I go to different areas, like when you use the talisman, you go to different areas. Honestly, it's pretty cool though. It seems to be kind of Cthulhu-ish. It actually does, and like the time period it takes place in, and some of the music and stuff, it actually kind of reminds me of a Sinking City, actually quite a bit. Except it's confined to an area, it's not open like Sinking City was. Okay, so yeah. Well, it says it right on the back. Return to Derceto Manor in this reimagination of Alone in the Dark, a love letter to the 90s cult classic horror game. Return to the roots of psychological horror. Dive into a world of sounds that make your skin crawl with a haunting yet mesmerizing doom jazz soundtrack. I like the soundtrack, but some of the sound effects aren't like, I'm not like, this isn't like Silent Hill 2. The sound design in that game, my god. You were like, oh my god. But this is a nice little horror game. I got it for, I had a coupon, it was on sale. Did I mention this? I probably did. Because this would not have been in my PlayStation 5 collection that I did last week or whatever. It was on sale on Best Buy, so I decided to go on Amazon to see if it was on sale there, because Amazon mirrors these sales. And it was $10 coupon, I think I said this, and I got it for $22.90, I think. Definitely worth that. I like it, it's good. Some people were saying, like, reviews and some users saying it's like such a pile of crap, but honestly, I'm enjoying it, to be completely honest with you. I just wanted to kind of talk about it here for a little bit. I've done impression videos in the past. I like doing them. I like kind of talking about the game a little bit. I'll probably review it when it's complete. Maybe I'll do a gameplay too when I start up the other dudes. I mean, I have a couple of saves, so I could beat the game and then go to a previous save or something like that. And there's plenty of bullets scattered around too. I'm trying to think if I missed anything. It's pretty fun, honestly. I'm having some pretty good fun with it. Like I said, I'm chapter 3. I heard it's not an overly long game, so that's fine with the price. You know, you're paying $60, $50, $60, $70 for a game that's like 10 hours. It's kind of annoying. But the less you pay, right, you're going by there. But I would check this out if you survive horror and you haven't played it. It's pretty damn good so far. Of course, it could take a shit. I forget where I'm at in chapter 3. What was I doing when I turned it off last? I can't remember. I can't remember. I think I'm back in the mansion, though. But yeah, it's just some impressions. I'm showing impressions of Alone in the Dark here. I saw a game. Check it out. Check